Hey guys, I'm Jameson with Rogue Engineer, and today I'm going to show you how we built this modern changing table with removable topper that doubles as a console table. Okay, so since we've got two different finishes here, we went ahead and finished everything minus the drawer boxes ahead of time before the final assembly. The oak 2x2s were actually finished with a Rubio monocoat in a 5% smoke. So that's just an oil-based finish. It rubs on and then you wipe it off. It's really simple to do, and it gives you a higher end, nice natural look. I want to take a second to thank our sponsor, DAP. They make tons of great products, including the ones that we used in this video, which were the Carpenter's Glue and the Plastic Wood X with dry time indicator. The Plastic Wood X is actually a wood filler that's going to fill all of the seams and joints in our shelves, as well as the screw holes in this topper that we're building above. From woodworking to waterproofing, DAP's got tons of products for any project around the house. So with all of the finishing done, we went ahead and started with the assembly by drilling pocket holes in the front 2x2s and back 2x2s. So there's two vertical ones for the legs and then a horizontal one. We assembled those together. Then once we got that together, we installed the shelf and the top to that front face, as well as the horizontal 2x2s that go across the bottom. Then we went ahead and assembled the back, which is essentially just these same two vertical 2x2s and the horizontal one, as well as a piece of plywood that goes across the back to just seal everything in. Once we had everything together, then we installed the centerpiece. In order to get the centerpiece in, you have to actually notch it around the front and the back 2x2 so that it fits in place. So we do all that to fit by first putting the piece of plywood up there and marking where the 2x2 is going to hit the plywood, coming back with a speed square, marking all your lines and cutting it out with a jigsaw. You're going to want to mark center, exactly center across the back and the top, and then secure that center piece in there. Now you're going to want to make sure that it's perfectly centered, because that will make sure that your alignment for your drawers is, or your drawer openings are the same. Now that we've got our openings established, we're ready to start building our drawer boxes. Now I'm not gonna go into a crazy amount of detail on how to build drawer boxes. I've got a whole nother video and post on how to do that, so I'll link up in the description below. With the drawer boxes built and finished, we just went ahead and clear coated those, sanded them all down smooth, and then clear coated them. Now we're ready to install the drawer slides. The one thing that we have to deal with is that the fact that the top on right here behind this 2x2 is just essentially two pieces of plywood that are doubled up, which don't quite meet the thickness of this 1.5" thick 2x2. So the way that we're going to make up for that is we're going to install some washers behind the back side of these outer slides to make sure that we're nice and even all the way back. The other thing is, when you're installing these slides, you're going to want to make sure that they're installed at the same height, so then when your drawer box goes in, it's not crooked. So you're gonna wanna install the slides on each side at the same height, then install the slides on the bottom of the drawer. And then you can always, the good thing that I like to do is to make these drawer boxes just about a 1/16 of an inch smaller, because it's much easier to add a washer behind the slides in order to shim it out than it is to cut the drawer box down. Now the last thing that we're gonna have to do is install the drawer fronts to the drawer boxes. When you set those drawer boxes in, you're gonna set them 3/4 of an inch back so that the drawer fronts are flush with the front of this 2x2. Now, when we're installing the drawer face to the drawer box, one thing that we did prior to that was we actually went ahead and cut in our flush mount drawer pulls. Now, if you're not doing that, you don't have to do it prior to installing the face. You actually do it after because you have to drill through the drawer box. However, we had to cut out a notch so that these flush mount drawer pulls would sit into the face. So we did so with a dado blade and just kind of ran it through the table saw a bunch of times at the right depth so that we could set that drawer pull right into the face. Now when you're installing drawer faces, one of the easier ways that I've found to do this is actually with a hot glue gun or some double-sided tape. And essentially what you'll do is you'll put some hot glue on the back side of the drawer face, and then you stick it in place temporarily right where you want it and get it nice and pretty. Then you pull your drawer box out once that hot glue sets up, and then you secure it from the back with some 1¼ inch wood screws. If you like this project, please take a minute to consider subscribing. Otherwise, if you plan on building this project, head on over to the website where I've got the full plans and details, including the cut list and everything that you would need to build this changing table. Otherwise, be safe and happy building.